Hey Sagittarius, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2020. Whew, it's already a lot. It already took me so much to be able to record this. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm not leaving the house till they're all done. This is one of three that I have left. So you'll be able to have the full zodiac available to you. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website, justjeverything.com. Yeah, Sagittarius. So I've been trying to get this video done for like a week. I ended up getting into a somewhat physical altercation. Yes, it was a physical altercation with my roommate. I'm trying to not minimize experiences or downplay things that I experience as a woman. Or as a marginalized person, black, gay, straight, trans, all of it. Like, we just let shit roll off our shoulders, try to make things small. But I was actually like channeling and tuned into you guys' energy when that shit hit the fan. So there may be opportunities or you may be fucking agitated or just easily triggered. That could be something that has been coming up for you guys that you may have, been trying to deal with. Took a few days. I was able to really level out and calm down and stuff. And when I tuned in today, it was kind of spastic, like pacing, a little bit scattered. With Jupiter, your ruling planet in Aquarius, there is this up and coming kind of vibe that's happening because your ruling planet is in its detriment in Capricorn. So it's like coming out of, being debilitated into neutral territory, neutral ground. So there is this up and coming kind of I will rise again kind of, still I rise kind of vibe that's mixed in with it. So it may be blinded. It's funny that Two of Swords, the blindfold on. So it may be blinded by the light kind of style freedom, where you guys are feeling so good that you're just full speed ahead going and just blinded by the light. What else do I have in my notes? Blinded by the light, freedom. So you're gonna have to work to focus and harness that void energy that is Aquarius, especially during Pisces season. This is just fucking void energy that I tapped in with you guys. And so it was hard. There was a lot of procrastination that I feel like I had to overcome in order to do this. So some of you may be really just learning how to get organized or getting sticking to the plan a lot better, or fighting to stick to the plan, creating a plan for yourself. But definitely something else that came up was beware of uppers, or any focus enhancing drugs, don't abuse Adderall or something like that. Anything that is an up. Maybe even caffeine. Maybe some of you guys are even really needing to chill out on caffeine. It could be contributing to you being irritable. So that could be a thing, just irritability. But understand that it's just the times, the season right now. On March the 4th, Mercury conjuncts Jupiter, and you will definitely need to take advantage of all of this direct intellect that's merging with you. All the planets are direct right now until April 28th. So there is like this all systems a go kind of thing. That's where the scattered energy came. It's just like there's things to do, you know there's things to do, but you may not know where to start. So there is going to be a little like slowing down, but this conjunction with Mercury and your ruling planet Jupiter, it's important that it's going to bring in insight and clarity. And I feel like it's like this aha kind of moment that comes in. And so if you take the time to really listen and be quiet on, around this day, around the 4th, you will have access to the plan. You will be able to see, the next step, understand, like receive that download. So definitely be sure to write down the vision. It also is a great time to socialize, to network, to write, journal, and heal by way of finding better language for your feelings. That is a gift that Mercury conjunct Jupiter is going to give you. You will be able to articulate your feelings more eloquently and just be able to see the bigger picture in a different way. There is definitely this like expansive expression that gets amplified. So really feeling open, really feeling free and enthusiastic to think big and dream big and talk big and do all the things. So there is good shit that is available to you for sure. Now take a deep breath. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Hydrate. As we are asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising for Pisces season 2021. Oh, the cards got sticky. Goodness gracious. The Devil, the Tower, Queen of Swords. Well, shit. This is really the Emperor. Okay. This is a lot. The Emperor, the Devil, the Tower, Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Holy shit. I don't ever really even try. I try not to even say that, but fuck. What the fuck is this? What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is a lot here. A lot. Okay. First thing out. Okay, the first thing that, no, I'm going to do it this way. Devil, Emperor, because the first card I saw was the Devil. So, Devil, Emperor, Tower, Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Sagittarius, this is fucking epic. First card out being the Devil. This is that uprising power that I'm talking about. That up and coming. Out, your ruling planet out of Capricorn. This is the Capricorn card. So there is structure. There's just an uprising of power, first things first, in Pisces season. So it's important that you take advantage of this power that's coming up and that's available to you. There also may be someone with heavy Capricorn or Aquarius placements that is playing an authoritative role in your life, or there's like temptation or like sex, drugs, and rock and roll kind of situation. Maybe someone of authority or with heavy Aries placements around. Definitely someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements with both the Mars cards out here. So there are, I think, like big figures in your life, or maybe even big drama with the the Emperor and the Tower out. There is big opportunity for self-mastery here. If you would really lean into articulating yourself, especially with this Mercury conjunct Jupiter on March 4th, you have the ability to really speak into existence a lot of abundance, togetherness, family, and security for yourself. There's big opportunities here for sure. But it looks like some of you, there may be issues going on with your father. Someone, or maybe like someone who plays like the fucking daddy role or something in your life. But there could be some kind of upheaval in regards to like what's going on with your relationship to authority? What's going on with your relationship to control? Who is in the driver's seat? Are you letting your passions and desires and possibly your vices steer, or in your emotions steer you? Who's in control? Some of you are able to learn a lot from the Capricorn, learn some kind of structure, especially if there is someone with heavy Aries placements, Aries or Scorpio placements. I feel like there is a lot to learn from these people around right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Tower at the center of the reading, there is whatever situation that was built on like unsound foundations. There's something here that is structurally unsound. It's not like it was built up on like shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or built up on hopes, built up on dreams, but no actual effort, no actual work. Maybe something that people were just talking about, or you were just talking about. Or there may be actual drama, maybe actual conflict. For some of you, you need to be really, that's what I'm saying about like that aggression. I was tapping into like you guys may be really irritable. So there could be altercations as far as just don't let yourself be the one that creates a catalyst, or like that don't let yourself be the one that instigates something or provokes a situation or provokes something to go to or escalate something to the next level, by way of aggression especially. The Devil being the first card out, what shadows do you need to face? Your shadows are coming up. There are unhealthy attachments here. Something, I also feel like there's maybe an imbalance in regards to money, or like imbalance as far as like what you're valuing maybe very materialistic things. Some of you, it's just like, this is not all of you, but there's some of you that like have very high expectations, but really like not that great work ethic, and your work ethic needs to be improved upon. And that's why the Capricorn or the Aries or the Scorpio is coming in your life to really shake shit up and let you know like, hey, it's time to get busy. Hey, it's time to like wake up and articulate and speak your truth and transmute your trauma into wisdom, and transmute your fear into plans for the future, and for you to enforce your boundaries so that you can get this 10 of Pentacles security that Jupiter has promised you. Jupiter being your ruling planet, like abundance is a thing. You will always be taken care of. You have to know that. But you also have to get to a point where you stop relying on luck and you actually start doing stuff to create this new cycle that you're trying to experience. Some of you, there is a brand new cycle in love, a brand new beginning. Like, granted, this is the 10 of Cups, but this doesn't have to be necessarily togetherness. This could actually be like you separating or being broken up and it being really happy, being on your own, finding your own fulfillment. But this also could be definitely a partner coming in. Maybe somebody with heavy Capricorn, maybe Sagittarius, Aries, or Scorpio placements. Maybe even someone with heavy air placements. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you, either way, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have the ability to come. Whatever upheaval takes place in the beginning, whatever it is that's unfolding, whatever it is that's coming out, whatever chains or shackles you're breaking free of, it's going to lead, it's your chains and your shadow and all that shit is coming up, so you can figure out how you can implement structure, how you can start building whatever empire it is that you want to build. And what the Emperor is never afraid of, what the Aries in your life is never afraid of, is walking away from some fucking unstructurally sound bullshit. If it don't fit, if it's off, the Aries is the first to fucking go. So there may be someone with heavy Aries placements that is influencing you, or is an authority figure, maybe someone in the military, or your father. There could be whatever. There are people around to help you break free of whatever you feel bound to. And whenever you choose to face your devil, to face your shadows, you will really have the opportunity to generate some order out of all the fucking chaos. And when you do that, when you choose order, the bullshit starts to fall away. Upheaval happens, sudden things. There's definitely something interesting is in store for you guys when Mars moves into Gemini in a few days. So that's something to definitely look out for. There may be somebody with heavy, but I already named all the fucking signs. But there could be a situation with an Aries and a Capricorn or Aquarius that is really coming to a head, or things are just really being like truths being spoken. The Tower and the Queen of Swords out, I feel like they're really big truth bombs, like really big awareness, aha moments, epiphanies, sudden happenings, things that like aren't fucking coincidence. By way of the Almighty, what the fuck isn't working is being torn down. And that's something that's especially happening in this Virgo full moon right now that we're having. So let's get into it. Jesus, take the wheel. Always on some shit. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into it. Please clarify the devil for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2021. With these placements out, y'all, I mean, there could be something about being like chained to manipulation or greed, or like there's definitely maybe something like maybe your father or an authority figure, or someone who's older and wiser and maybe has their shit together is like, hey, what's going on with your addictions, or what's going on with your structure, what's going on with this, like whatever it is that you're attached to or struggling to free yourself from. So what are the negative relationships and connections in your life right now, Sagittarius? Are there any codependencies or toxic lovers or toxic friends? But also, some of you could be having definitely some great sex with somebody, so that's a great thing, cool. But there is like, for some of you, I keep hearing like daddy. There is some like something up with like daddy issues, or maybe not even daddy issues. Maybe there's a sugar daddy or something of that nature. Maybe dating somebody older, or being tempted to date somebody older, or date somebody that's married, or doing something that's outside of like your normal bounds of morality. But the devil also isn't just all like sex, drugs, temptation, and rock and roll. Though there is something here about the Emperor is like, if you want to be me, you need to get free of this. If you want to step into this Emperor boss ass role, there's a lot of shit that needs to crumble and that you need to free yourself from, and a lot of truths to be spoken so that you can make that paper and create this security for yourself that wants to flow into you, but it can't, because you are bound to something that you either don't want to be bound to, or are very tempted by, or it's just time. There is some kind of fear or shadow that it's time to really take a look at, because you may be experiencing bondage in some kind of way. Also, some of you may be doing like exploring BDSM, things of that nature, shibari, alternative kind of love lives or love styles, polyamory, open relationships, things of that nature. Or hell, like it's just like, just make sure that you're not staying blind. Make sure that you're not staying ignorant here, because some of you are, it's like if you keep tempting yourself or you keep knocking on the devil's doors, he's gonna fucking answer. And you don't get to play victim when you keep putting your hand to shit that you know you shouldn't put your hand to. So the devil's also out here to say, like, don't fuck around with your karma. Because you really are wanting to be free, and it's time. Wow, 10 of Cups again. Yeah, and there is a new chapter in a relationship, and a brand new cycle in love, but you have to free yourself and deal with all this rain in order to get this rainbow. I want one more card for the devil. Please clarify the devil for Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising. Take a deep breath. Woo! Page of Wands reversed. So it's like a new chapter in a relationship. For some of you, it may not be the kind of this may be an end to like a crush or an end to a fleeting kind of love or relationship, but either way, it's like a new chapter is starting. The 10 of Cups is in. So something, when you free yourself from something may have already ended. Some of you, I feel like somebody was being mean, or you were bullying, or someone was triggering you, or you were triggering them, or there was arguments, or there's tension. Whatever it is, whenever you clear the tension, there can be new levels and new kinds of happiness. And it doesn't have to be so confusing. I'm not going to keep these out, but it doesn't have to be so confusing, and it doesn't have to impact your trajectory or your future forward. Please clarify the Emperor for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, that was fast. The Emperor. 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is the end of feeling left out. Some of you, there may be someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements that like your father may be having financial issues, or you there may be something going on with like wanting to do something the way that someone else is doing it. You are needing to really get organized, because I feel like your finances aren't where they need to be. And even if you are doing well, it's like you could be doing better if you were structured, if you would implement some kind of routine or regimen, or really allow yourself to take a look at how you're wielding your power in your life, how you're wielding your authority. You know, what's just going on there? And the 5 of Pentacles is like maybe cutting away from a group, or cutting away from a group of people, or maybe it's like in order for you to implement structure, and maybe some of you are having to self-parent. I feel like some of you, maybe your father wasn't around, or your father isn't in your life the way that you want them to be, or there's some kind of tension with your father, or feeling excommunicated from the family, feeling excommunicated by way of the father, or a parental figure, maybe a stepfather or something of that nature. It doesn't have to be blood, but there is something about establishing like a family line, or establishing like fathering yourself, or creating protection for yourself, feeling protected. But also, in order to get your finances together, some of you may have to experience a little bit of FOMO. You may need to like fucking miss out on some group activities so that you can actually get your shit together and really start building and regulating your life in a regimented way. It's like there's certain levels. I feel like some of you have a really good example. It's like someone set a standard of like behavior, or a standard of morality, or a standard of how you should run your business, or a standard of how something can be done. And it's just time for you to make order of the chaos. Please clarify the Tower. It's just like there's more information and more things coming to light. So don't be afraid to stick to the plan. The Emperor sticks to the plan and sees it to the end. And sometimes the Emperor's plan is to fuck all this, burn this whole motherfucker to the ground. Let's start again. Please clarify the Tower. So it's really up to you, Sagittarius, to figure out, who are you in the Tower? Are you the lightning bolt of change, Or are you going to allow yourself to be the victim and just let everything crumble around you and not take any accountability or responsibility? I don't know why I'm yelling at you. It's probably because the Emperor is out and there's a lot of fathering or authoritativeness that needs to really be like grasped before Aries season. Before, like, things get triggered when Mars moves into Gemini. But before Aries season, you need to go ahead and have this shit nipped in the bud. You need to go ahead and have whatever has you bound or feeling restricted. You need to go ahead and have that shit handled so that come Aries season, you can move freely to destruct or construct or rebuild or tear down whatever the fuck it is that you need to do so that you can get to articulating, marketing, and doing whatever it is that you need to do to cultivate this security for yourself, this 10 of Pentacles. Please clarify this abundance, this prosperity. Please clarify the Tower for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I also think that the Queen of Swords is out because you need to enforce better boundaries. You're not keeping enough boundaries for yourself. You may be like saying yes, or that's what the devil's out. And so it's like there is temptation, you know. So you do need to make sure that you're sticking to your guns. Stick to your guns and see, like, if you said something, if you said it was over, it needs to be over. If you pulled the plug on something or if you walked away from something, you need to go ahead and make sure that you do what you got to do, what you said that you were doing it for, which is getting yourself into a leadership role and position. Something is needing to conclude. This is another Capricorn, Aquarius, or Leo. So there's stuff with Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, fire signs, fire and earth here, and Scorpio as well. There's stuff that needs to happen. Whatever comes to an end or whatever you have ended, you need to stick to it. You can't keep going back and forth, especially if it entails anything to do with your career or job or your coin, your money. It's time, especially also if it has something to do with travel. There could be some kind of travel opportunity that brings leadership opportunities or brings some kind of delays or upheaval. You may also, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you may meet somebody that is very attractive and warm and sexy to you while you're traveling. And that could be something that is upheaving, like an upheaval that comes in. Is like, damn, I didn't realize that, you were this good, or that, hey there, kind of vibe. So that is a thing that's coming in. But what the Tower is saying is that there may be sudden endings. With this card, there's sudden endings, sudden completions, but it's for your greater good. Your rejection is your protection. If you rejected somebody, continue to protect them, that kind of thing. Don't play with anybody's emotions. Don't fuck with your karma, because temptation is going to be there. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. What does Sagittarius need to tell the truth about? What do they need to say? What do you need to communicate about? Because there's something that you just need to like really tell it like it is. And you've never had a problem doing that. But you need to make sure that when you say something, you mean it. Mean what you say. Say what you mean. Say what you need to say. Yeah, there's light coming to this Eight of Swords. To the ways that you have, this is synonymous. The ways that you have kept yourself stuck or stagnant, there is light shining. There's definitely someone with heavy Leo or fire sign placements coming in that is going to be restoring some joy. You yourself may have Leo placements, and you're really breaking free, taking the blindfold off, understanding your situation isn't as bad as you thought it was. You can move freely about the cabin and get back to like a joyful place, but things are coming to light. You may have things to say with someone with heavy Leo or fire, Aries. Leo, fire, Aries, or air placements is what I was trying to say, but Aries came out, so that's a thing. There could be someone with heavy air or those signs saying stuff to you, or having transformative conversations being had. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles, because there is a new financial cycle available to you guys too. But you have not been working as hard as you should be working, as you could be working. And granted, I am an Aries sun, so I have fucking imbalances when it comes to like my work ethic and hustle, but I kind of pride myself on being a workaholic, but that's not for everybody. But this message is being relayed to me that you guys in Pisces season, things are going to slow down. So if they slow down, you just learn how to work in a different way. You don't just get lazy and let everything fall to the wayside. You have opportunities to hustle and to make money, and it's time to really focus, put the blinders on, get yourself free so you can move freely about the cabin, and then watch as the opportunities flow into you. I love you.